So about my aunt and her like temper tantrum tirade, like everything that kind of like added up to that. This is probably not the best video. I might do another one, but for like a week and some change, I was working on her bikes on and off, and they ordered the parts. I figured out what they needed. I got them to order the parts for cheap. They were there quickly, and I was working on their bikes, and it took me way longer to do than was necessary, and and it was simply because I didn't have enough space to have just a little like I had one little table and a little space on it, but that was it, and everything was lost in all the trash in their garage, and that was like the table I had to do everything at basically, and it was just in a mess, and I could barely even walk around their garage. I actually cleaned it out for them. I helped a little bit just so that they could walk in there, and they would walk in there. They would go to the store. I asked them multiple times if I could go to Costco, which when they left, they wouldn't take me. They didn't take me, and they just would leave all of a sudden, like knowing I want to go to Costco and not take me because I just wanted to go to buy clothes and stuff, and that was it, like a nice jacket or something to wear. And these people, they wouldn't let me, and they wouldn't go with me or take me, and repeatedly, dude, and I helped clean out the garage. They'd go to Costco or the store, and they would walk in there. They would dump stuff on the floor, and just leave it there. And I was like, dude, what's the deal with you people? Like, you're doing everything you can to ruin what I just did. Like, I just cleared out a little space so you could walk through there. Nothing major. I didn't move a bunch of stuff. I just moved everything, organized it just a little bit, just so that they could get in there. I could get in there, and that was kind of the deal of me hanging out there. Like, I could have a little bit of space to work and groove in the garage, and that was it. And like, I could put up a little curtain. I could hang out and work on my bike, work on their bike, whatever, do my jewelry stuff. And they just weren't having it after they'd already told me, like, give me all this, like, about how I can stay there for as long as I want and blah 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 blah, and I just was like, all right, sure, dude, like, I'll believe it when I see it. And that they were trying to make me go upstairs, and I was busy working on my jewelry and just stuff I had going on, but what they were putting me through was starting to make me crack up and have panic attacks and stuff, and I was getting really upset. And I couldn't take it anymore. These people have done everything they can to push every button I've got. I come home from work, they got music cranked up, they're getting in my face with, some self-centered deal with politics, and just like a tape recorder on repeat, dude. And like a broken record, dude. And I just heard the same story out of them repeatedly, like over and over. I had it, and they refuse to get up and do anything else is better. And these people, they've been living at their place in Oxnard for years and years and years, like, and like, they've been there since I was a little kid, and there's garbage in their home that's literally been there since the first day I ever came to their house when I was like 7 or 8 years old with my mom as a kid. And literally still like the same thing at Carmex, and its original packaging and stuff, sitting there with like dust growing off it like this far, and like literally stuff's been sitting in there 15 years or longer. And I mean, I try to help them repeatedly. Just, I'm not trying to make them get rid of stuff. I was just trying to make them clean stuff and organize stuff so that it's reasonable. They've got all their paperwork in a filing cabinet. They've got all this in that place. And everything just be reasonable. And I can come over there. I got a little space. I got a little drawer or something. I keep a couple extra clothes in, a couple things in mine, whatever, my phone charger. Maybe, simple, small, little things. I got to be able to, I got my phone charger, my this, that, whatever in their house that I can use while I'm there, type of thing. And really, I wasn't there for very long. I had been there on and off for, I stayed there for a couple months. But then after a week or two, I was start working. And and so I just started getting spaced out where I was staying somewhere else where I worked, and that it was working out for me. It was fine. I was staying outside, but I'd go to work every day and I was saving money. And they get nasty about it. It's like all I'm doing is keeping some stuff at their house while I come by maybe once a week on the weekends when it's not that busy or whatever for them, and they're not doing anything anyways. But these people have been living there. My aunt Kelley had been living there collecting disability for a long time. They with Joel working, and they were doing good, saving money, and they were doing just fine. And you know what? They never called me once to have me come over and hang out. They went on multiple vacations. They've been living well for the last however many years I've been in California, or longer, dude, for 5 or plus more years. And like even longer than that, you know. But the whole 5 years I've been to California, I never really got much of a call from them. They never hit me up. They never really said anything to me, and they're getting all this disability and welfare and stuff, and like just chilling out and like living well every day. And this person just got garbage stacked to the ceiling in their house, and it's like, you know, you could make a little craft out of those things and make a project happen. But she's got all these loony ideas, like she's gonna break all these glass jars and make beach glass out of it. It's like, well, how much do you need, dude? Are you gonna start a fucking factory? Because you got like a million fucking jars in your house that need to be cleaned out. You could use them for other stuff, like storing your food, you know, like putting all your dry goods in a clean glass jar and stuff. And she wouldn't do shit like that. I tried cleaning her fucking fridge out with a little bit of bleach because it reeked in the thing, and she just had a fit, dude. She freaked out. She's like, don't clean my fridge with bleach and da-da-da. I'm like, dude, you've got to do something. They're on and off sick for years and years because they've literally been drinking off the same bottle of water. They never clean it with bleach. They just clean it with soap, water, and like rice once in a while. And literally these jars of apple juice that have been there since I was a kid, and they would just sit there talking about it, looking at it like, yeah, these are bottles of water. And then like literally 15 years later, I go in there, same jar of water sitting in the same place, probably has never been washed or sanitized with real stuff besides maybe sunlight. The dim amount of sunlight comes in through the window, and you know, the kitchen window, it's all clouded up with a bunch of junk, and it's stupid. It's like a cave in their house. It's like, cool, I get that, there's cozy. But when there's a ton of trash and garbage and it's filthy and dust mites are biting me up. I woke up with like a face, my face was all puffy and swollen, like I had just gotten eaten up all night. And it's the dust mites in their house, or my face was touching the sofa, and I had a reaction, or it was either dust mites or some filth on their sofa. I was like, dude, I cannot sleep on your sofa. I cannot even be in your fucking house. It's so filthy, dude. Like, it's disgusting. Like, it's at that point. Like, it wasn't that bad, but it was like getting pretty close to that point. And it's not like an episode of Hoarders, it's not like that level, but it's like pretty bad. And they could have just cleaned. They wouldn't clean anything. They wouldn't let me vacuum, really. They wouldn't let me do anything practically. I ordered some rubber bands and stuff for their vacuum cleaner, and finally got their vacuum working and vacuumed their house, and it was filthy, dude. I could not sleep on their floor even after vacuuming because of how dusty and dirty and disgusting it was. It was just destroyed. And I don't know what these people did, like, living there, but they just have silly stuff in their house. It's ridiculous. They're wearing the place out. They've got a huge, heavy, like, wooden chest in the middle of their, for their coffee table. And, like, every night they're sitting over it, like, eating, like, all hunched over and shit. And and my aunt, she just behaves weirdly. Like, when she's eating, she, like, chomps her teeth. She's like, I don't know what her problem is, if she's got some deal, but it's like, dude, it's like, what is wrong with you? Like, you're just like, you're biting your teeth, dude. Like, chill out. Like, chew your food, like, regularly. Just acting really weird. And like, she knows she was never like this before, but when I was there this last time, she was always like getting into shadow boxing matches in the bathroom, like with her ex-boss and shit like that. She's like pissed and like screaming at her boss in the mirror, and like I didn't see what she was doing, but she was just be like in the bathroom. I'm just like, you know, I don't make fun of that. I don't make fun of that, but it just goes to show you got a problem and you know, you need to like fucking figure it out. Because I feel like that too. I got a lot of pent up aggression, anger and stuff, but you know, how they treated me, it just kind of serves them right. People are sick of them, dude. They're sick of the abuse. They're abusive. I don't blame them for getting fired. You know, it's sad as it is, and as much as I wish it didn't happen and they were cool and good people and stuff, but they're not. They're liars and manipulators. They've lived off of welfare for years and never called me up, and as soon as they need help with their house and they think they're getting evicted, they call me up because they need help and they need somebody to be around for them. And they try to, and then they turned it all around after I'd been there, trying to turn it all around, forced me to live at the Mission Hotel downtown, which is not a really good place. It's a really nasty place. A lot of people that are in like recovery go there and stuff. And you know, just the problems, like the repeated, just ridiculous amount of problems that this person has caused me, like while I've been at their house. It's been totally unnecessary and it's been disruptive and annoying as all can be, man. Anyways, I'm gonna cut it off there.